Hello everybody, this is Soldier here. Welcome back to the final episode of Luigi's Mansion 2. For solo, that is, until eventually me and Rob play this game together. But we're going to be listing off all the ghosts that are in the ghost container. So, the ghosts you captured from EGAD's research are held here. You can view specimens of each ghost type, capture and read some of EGAD's research notes. So we're going to start with the Evershade Valley ghost. So the first one we have is Greenie. They like to tinker with things they shouldn't and wield everyday objects as weapons. First, find a way to disarm them, and then stun them with your flashlight when the time is right. It's already maxed out, so that's... I'm not going to read any of the master stuff, we're just going to be looking at the numbers maxed, number captured. Slammer. They look like they ruthless brutes, but these tender fellows have a heart of gold, under normal circumstances. Just don't let them give you a round of applause. It's a 99. Hider. These clever fellows love playing hide and seek. A bit impatient though, so if you take too long to find them, they'll start throwing things at you. Stay on your toes. Sneaker. These girls are swift and cunning. They love to turn invisible and sneak up behind the targets of their pranks. So use a dark light device to catch them in the act. Creeper. These ghouly ghosts just love to cuddle and they'll never want to let you go. But after the dark moon broke apart, they forgot about the coloring part. Watch out for these. Watch for them on the floor and ceilings. Yeah. Sister Lucinda. I don't know how to say it. The youngest of the Fable's three sisters, her hobbies include playing with her mirror and annoying her older sisters by pointing out their many flaws. And so, like, these girls are the ones where I have to go back to that specific mission because they're only on that mission. Sister Belinda. One of the Fable sisters, according to her sister, Linda, she's the eldest of the three. She's an expert on flowers and plants and loves gardening. One of the Fable 3 sister Herlinda. One of the Fable 3 sisters, according to her sister Belinda, she's the eldest of the three. Her hobbies include comparing herself to flowers and looking in the mirror. Goldberg. Their appetite is formidable. With stomachs that lack physical boundaries, they won't hesitate to devour everything around them. Beware of the puddles of goo. So I captured some of these guys in the skyscraper mode, so it's not really that bad. Poltergeist. These big-headed know-it-alls have swollen brains and egos that affect their collective power. Sadly, their sense of humor seems to be underdeveloped. I can see. Strong Greenie. The crystals of the mind have really changed these charming fellows. They're now much stronger and more able to get into shenanigans. Don't let them get equipped. We're almost done with them. Strong Slammer. Whoever strengthened these bullies by putting them in the crystals had only one thing in mind. Creating ghosts strong enough to crush rocks into dust with a single blow. Strong Hider. Now that these ghosts have been aggregated by the crystals, capturing them is even trickier. It's best to wait until they show themselves to stun them. This guy is trouble. He's tougher than any meaner than a normal sneaker, and all those marks all over his body are downright bristle with power. Strong Gober. These massive distinguished ghosts can destroy an entire mansion before you can say, "Criminy, that's gross." Watch out for the flying goos, or you'll have a hard time capturing them. Grouchy Possessor. This menacing ghost possessed a spider queen in its efforts to hold on to his dark moon piece. Luigi really had to use his noggin to outsmart this specter. He has its movements. Harsh Possessor. This possessor was hiding at the top of that giant tree in the haunted towers. He possessed a wooden staircase of all things, and he tried to eat Luigi. I thought he was going to fate. And Rob is playing Minecraft. Overset Possessor. To protect the dark moon piece within him, he possessed the huge clock face at the top of the tower and called a horde of ghosts to help him out. A battle to remember. This possessor turned into a huge icy monster. He tried to escape with the dark moon piece by tunneling down to the secret mine. I thought Luigi was a goner for sure. Tough Possessor. This ghost was able to possess multiple suits of armor at once, an immersive defeat. I was slightly less impressed when he used suits of armor to try to squish Luigi. This ancient poltergeist was hiding one of the clock hands from the clock tower gate. Over the years, he has learned to control not just air, but sound as well. Strong Poltergeist. As if they weren't in enough trouble already, these brainy ghosts are getting their technical powers augmented by the crystals. I wouldn't want to run into this guy in a dark alleyway, that's for sure. Gold Greenie. These greedy greenies traded their slimy bodies for ones made of molten gold. Can't say I blame them. And then Polterpup. But there's no name for it, so we're just gonna call him Polterpup. I haven't come up with a name for this mysterious and adorable Polterpup yet. He's caused a whole mess of trouble, but I think the playful Tink just wants someone to take him in. Yeah, that's kind of what it is right there. Okay, now we're going to go to the Skyscraper Ghost, which there's a lot, so the Bomb Brother. These identical twin brothers sure have a blast playing with bombs. The Beetle Whisperer. This ghost isn't exactly a people person. He gets down grumpy when disturbed, and he won't hesitate to introduce you to his beetle friends. Pun intended. Terrible Teleporter. These twin sneakers are trouble with a capital T. Mess with them and you might end up being teleported out of the room. I learned that the hard way. Primordial Goo. This ancient ghost is the granddaddy of all creepers. Be careful, if you pull too hard, you might get more than you bargained for. Creeper Launcher. An enormous ghost that has an uncanny ability to produce other ghosts. I've never seen anything like it. I recommend ghost hunters deal with him in a group just to be safe. Or I just wait until he ground pounds. Polterpup. Normally a very playful and kind, the Polterpup start misbehaving after the Dark Moon Shatter. Big Polterpup. But this pooch is big, so it might take more than one ghost hunter to keep him under control. Yeah. The Brain. This cunning ghost is the most evolved of all the poltergeists. He awaited the ghost hunters who are both brave and smart enough to match his power. Alright, then we get on to the rest of these Skyscraper Ghosts. So we have Fright Night. Rumor has it that this grenade comes from the Middle Ages when he was at night searching for a kidnapped princess. Sadly, wherever he went, she always seemed to be in another castle. Nice freaking pun. Cold Catcher. Even tough guys get chilly every now and then. Trust me, I speak from experience. Freaky Sneaker. It seems this narcissist ghost doesn't like to turn invisible because he wants everyone to see how good he looks. Bizarre. Tether Jacket. At first I thought he was trying to attack me, but then I realized he just wanted me to try on his fancy looking jacket. He could have just asked. Yuck Daba. After a nice hot shower with no other plans for the day, this gober slips right into his bathroom and gets ready to lounge around. This ghost is living a dream. Yeah? Blue Permerno. I imagine he would have chosen green instead of blue, but green flowers are surprisingly difficult to find. Go figure. Sunflower. Heh, the funny thing is he can't stand the sun. Ho 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 ho. Is that ironic? I never know if I'm using that word correctly. Pink Zina. Whenever he appears, he's hard to miss. Yes, he is. Violet. Lounging around on the ground, he looks like a little garden dotted with beautiful flowers. It's really breathtaking, but not in a good way. Daisy. When he's not hungry, he probably as gentle as a freshly picked flower. Too bad that he's a bottomless stomach. Melancholy. He may look like one of the favorite foods, but this ghost didn't come from a creepy vine. More like a creepy vine, right? Awberry. His favorite thing to do is dip himself in mud and pretend it's chocolate. It's odd to say the least. Scorn. This is funny looking ghost has kernels for teeth. I bet he wishes he could pop them when he smiles. Not to give the people a big ol' fright, at least to give them a free popcorn at the movie theater. Scrambles. Eureka! This ghost egg can reassemble itself once it's cracked. This was also the last ghost that was taken forever to get. Torrange. He once helped a amateur farmer win a contest by pretending he was a gigantic orange. Don't ask me how I know that. Spooky Spectre. That's not a costume. He's always dressed like that. Seriously. Scars. Even though he's both a zombie and a ghost, he has fun and enjoys life to the fullest. School. There's no denying that he looks creepy, but he's never actually pretty interesting fellow once you get to know him. Jack-o'-lantern. It's always trick or treat with this guy. He seems to completely forget the treat part. Sheesh. Blimp Reaper. Instead of a saint, he walks around with a giant roasted turkey leg. Dragonfly. He doesn't have two pairs of wings. In fact, he doesn't have any wings. What good are the wings to a ghost? Because he can float. Ladygug. Sure, his name might be Lady in it, but nothing could be further from the truth. Frightfly. Criminy, I didn't think something so small could be so terrifying. The size to scare ratio of this little guy is off the charts. This ghost isn't anywhere near as graceful as a regular butterfly, or as harmless. Goby. Incredible, this ghost bee has glands that produce delicious spectral honey. Although too much of this stuff will make your tongue numb. Take my word for it. Horica. Fascinating, this ghost appears to speak fluent well. Clownfishing. The reason this fella is so angry is because people think clownfish are actual clowns. They're not. He has no sense of humor whatsoever. Didn't laugh at any of my jokes. Shaky Shark. The entire time I observed him, this tough-looking fella had been practicing swimming through the air like a shark. Still needs some work. Penguin. I tried to feed him to some fish, but he wouldn't eat them. He just kept trying to scare them. It didn't work. Wordle. This ghost would have you believe that he really moves really slow, but he's just trying to trick you. He's actually really fast. Badminton. He tries to act like a roughneck, but he secretly loves Angel sweater vest. I'm pretty sure he comes from old money. Football. I stay out of the way unless you want to get tackled. He's been voted MVP on the Ghost Football League for 3 consecutive years. Tennis Menace, careful with this one. He's been known to sneak into tennis courts, mismatch, and cover the ball with ghostly goo. Golf. The only thing he enjoys more than playing golf is creating hazards on the green. Soccer ball. Whatever you do, don't try to touch him with your hands. Oddly though, he doesn't mind if you knock him around with your feet. I'm good. Alligator. Much like a real gator, he hides under the water until someone steps a little too close. Bangar. He tries to roar furiously, but what comes out is an more adorable kitty meow. Don't tell him I said that. Zebra. Between you and me, his striped camouflage seems a bit unnecessary considering he can turn invisible whenever he wants. Leopardink. His hunting method is simple but effective, and he waits until someone steps on him. And last but not least, Cow. I don't recommend pouring this ghostly boilers of milk all over your cereal. Trust me on this. I have to clean up. I'm still cleaning up the mess. So that's all ghosts with Scare Scraper in it. And then we obviously checked the gem collection and the ghost game. But there's one last thing. I just remembered that there's one last thing that I need to do before I end the video. I have to go here. I need to do this mission right here again. Because there's a bit of dialogue that I did not pick up, so I'm gonna do this real quick. It's not gonna take that long at all, dude. I can skip the cutscene, so at least that's something. Okay, go, 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 go. There you go. Just watch out. No, 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 no. Holy shoot. I guess I have to actually let that thing play, because I can't skip it. Oh, I can, never mind. Okay. Yeah, there's just a little bit of dialogue that I'm missing. So it's gonna be the same. Alright, so after this, then it's not gonna do that cutscene where... I actually did it in like one... wow. Yeah, because it's not gonna do that. It's not gonna do that cutscene. It's gonna do a new one, which is this one. Phew, you made it back this time. Welcome back, kiddo. Did you manage to capture any new ghosts with the Poltergust 5000? Just $60. I figured as much. Well, at least you got to sharpen your skills off that against the most powerful possessor again. Well, honestly, Luigi, you went back to the portal just fine for a adrenaline rush, didn't you? Maybe. Oh, you come a long way, you wild thrill seeker. You never thought I'd see the day. So yeah, that was only, you know, a bit of dialogue since, like, well... So, we have all this stuff. So, now, since the series has ended, I'll be moving on to a new series. But, that's not the end of this game. However, it's the end of the recording-wise. So, like I said before, when Rob gets the game eventually, we're going to be playing some Scarescraper mode together. As for the other half... I'm going to try to max out every ghost in this game to 99. So, it's going to take a bit, and that's why I'm going to end the series off here. So, for me playing this game, this is it. This is the last video. But for, like, multiplayer stuff, that's going to be sometime in the future. But as for the ghosts, I'm going to be capturing them all when I can. So, this is the end of the series. So, guys, if you guys enjoyed the final episode of Luigi's Mansion 2, make sure to smash the like button, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys!